Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a message that is meant to reach you right now. And to do this reading, these are the 4 piles for you here today. You will find that each deck has its own Knight of Wands faced up, and this is one way in which you can pick your pile. It will be the deck, it will lead you to the deck that we will be using in your reading. Another way you can pick your pile today is using a crystal. Let me introduce them to you. For pile number 1, you have the beautiful Amythest crystal. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the beautiful Amozonite, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, you have the beautiful yellow Aventurine, and this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 4, you have the beautiful Carnelian, and this is what your crystal looks like. So, take a look at which one of these 4 Knight of Wands or crystals you're the most drawn to, and this or these will be your piles for today's reading. Once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your reading. In a moment, I'm about to assign different zodiac signs to each pile. If this is something that you do not prefer to see during your pile picking process, then please pause the video, take as much time as you need before you head to your reading. Okay, but if you love picking using your zodiac signs, then guys, this section was created specifically for you guys. And the way I do this is that I shuffle the 12 zodiac signs in a case before I start pulling out or drawing 3 for each pile. All right, so now let's draw the first 3. So for pile number 1, you have Aquarius, Leo, and Virgo. For pile number 2, oh yeah, there. For pile number 2, just gonna draw 3. There we go. You have Aries, the signs Aries, Pisces, and Cancer. For pile number 3, you have the signs Libra, Sagittarius, and Gemini. As for pile number 4, the signs are, of course, Capricorn, Taurus, and Scorpio. So, these are the assigned zodiac signs to each pile. You can pick your piles using your ascending sun and moon. I highly recommend you check the 3, but it is, of course, all up to you and how you like to do it. And once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your timestamps, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful amethyst, as well as this deck, which you chose through the Knight of Wands. If you chose your pile using your zodiac signs, then the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Virgo, and Leo. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. Do note that they appeared in your reading for a reason. They will be matching the energy of the cards and the message that we will be seeing, just like everything that happens in your reading. Okay, let's pull out your, I feel these two, so I'm going to take them, your oracle cards. And before we begin, let's quickly pull out some tea leaves. I feel a split right there, so let me pick that part up. You have 1, 2, 3, and 4 cards. Okay, first things first, let's check out your oracle cards. So you have the last quarter waning earth moon with principles. Okay, I think this is going to be your significator card. It's the first card we saw. Let's keep it here. You also have the third eye chakra card with faith. Interesting. Okay. You have throat chakra card with impatience. Interesting how these are aligning. Faith and impatience. Right. How about we put these two cards here? This way we have space, right? And you have the aspirant with ambition, diligence, and setbacks. Wow, there's something feels sacred about your message today. Let's find out. It's just a feeling that I have. And you have the dancer, self-expression, strength. Okay. Right. Okay, I'll tell you what I see in a moment. You have horse, short, journey. Frying pan, trouble, accusations. You have scales, keep your life in balance. And you have bouquet, compliments from an admirer. All right, let's now pull out your tarot cards. Oh, there are some cards the other way around. Let's take these. How interesting is that? Okay, so you have the Ace of Cups, 3 of Swords, you have the Hermit, the 8 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, Page of Swords, the Moon card. Interesting. And, well, they stopped right at the edge. I think we can actually fit 2 more cards. So I'm going to pull out 2 more of these open cards. And maybe we're meant to read them later. Maybe right away. Who knows? There we go. So we have the Strength card and the 6 of Swords. Very cool how that happened. Okay, so let's get straight into your reading and to see what message is meant to reach you right now. I do see that some of you could be dealing at the moment with a rather difficult situation. Maybe someone has accused you of something. Maybe you feel like you're dealing at the moment with something super difficult, but as you can see with the Ace of Cups, you can see the waters flowing up And it's almost telling you that it's really going to be temporary. It's not going to go on for long. It's like fire and water is putting it off. That's why you have short journey. So the first message in regard to this very difficult situation that you're going through at the moment, your message is, don't worry. Maybe things went on fire and they are going to come down very quickly. This could be like difficulties that you have with your work, or maybe with someone dear to you at the moment. Maybe there's a lot of arguments and discussions and heated discussions, and maybe you said things to each other that you feel you shouldn't have, or maybe someone has actually accused you of something. And I really do see your reading talking about not reacting right away with the impatience card, but rather to act with wisdom, knowing from this reading with the faith card that it is actually going to come into balance. And so the dance card here is talking about how you want to express yourself wisely, where you have the balance between getting your rights but not going overboard. It does, with the stake here, it does look like there are some things at stake. If this is your spouse, maybe it's your life together and your children's lives and so on. If it's your job, maybe you want to be careful because you want to consider your career, which is far more important than this situation, and so on. So your reading is telling you, first of all, with the exaltation, as you're sitting alone thinking about something, ideas can start expanding and they can start getting out of hand in your mind. First of all, do note that this is a short situation that will be put off very quickly. And if you go back in retrospect later, you're going to wish, I wish with this fleeting situation, I wouldn't have, put such a huge emphasis on it. But at the same time, you do have the scales, and it is saying, keep it in balance. Keep your life in balance. You don't want to go to the extreme on the other side and let it go completely and not put strong boundaries to protect yourself either. So you want to keep that balance, which we keep seeing in your reading with the two hands. And so you want to, with dances, do it artistically, You even have art, exactly. You want, and art is the temperance card. And so it's interesting how these are coming when it's talking about your balance. You want to do it in a smart way, artistically, wit is art. Sometimes, how does art translate? Sometimes bringing humor to a situation can bring it down. But at the same time, the humor can really show how the situation is not right. And we can laugh about it, but we can definitely see it's not right. Or we can do a kind gesture and kindly speak about how this was not right or appropriate. Your reading is really inviting you, for sure, especially with the Eight of Pentacles, to do it masterfully. And perhaps the rest of the reading will be guiding you on actually how to do it masterfully. So Page of Swords is inviting you to think about this art. Because if you sit alone and think about how you can respond back, you will be getting great ideas. Because you can see here with the Moon card, you'll engage your mind perhaps to get into the flow. And I'm saying flow because the state of flow, because I'm seeing water flowing. Yeah, I'm really seeing you'll really get into the state of flow, and you can, to me, this looks like an eagle rising or a phoenix rising. So I think you'll be grateful with gratification. Yeah, it sounds like grateful. I know what gratification is, but I feel like it's going to be, you're going to be grateful if you take the time to think about it. Also, you'll be connecting, just like the aspirant reminds me of the Hierophant, you'll be connecting with your third eye. You'll be able to see more than what you're currently seeing. You'll be able to see into the situation well. You'll be able to see, connect the picture better, which will allow you to find the right masterful response that will be putting you in a stronger position. So, and you can see ascendancy with the Six of Swords. You're going to get to feel like you're ascending from the situation. You're not compromised. And with the Six of Swords, it's like a transition to the other side, where you're able to use maybe compliments or say something kind, but at the same time make the situation clear that this was not okay. And that is the sort of dancing around it, where you're firm, but you're not mean. You can see with this, it says scales, and we do see scales, but they also remind me of a snake scales and how they shed it. So you can see that if you act in this way in this situation, you will be seen in a different light. Also, your situation is going to completely change. You'll be shedding the old and living in the bright new. Also, we can see with the Three of Swords and the Eight of Wands that this is a difficult situation that hurts momentarily, but will quickly dissipate with the Eight of Wands. It will quickly go away, and you don't want to go back and think, this grew out of proportion. And there's something interesting here that I saw from the very beginning. Do you see the monkey here? It reminds me of the Hindu deity Hanuman. Now, it's before I talk about it, I just want to point out to you something super interesting. You have the bouquet card with compliments from an admirer, right? And what I'm about to say is in conjunction to the Page of Swords, which was all about taking your time with the Hermit to see into the situation and think about it and see how you can craft it masterfully, right? So, having said all of that, if you take a look here, you see two people caring for each other, and it definitely reminds me of the god Hanuman and his love and devotee of Lord Rama. And he had that balance of love and devotion and humility, but also being very strong, fearless, courageous. So that's the kind of balance I'm seeing here. As you think about how you can do these two together, which you will, because your reading is definitely saying that you will. You can even see that it kind of looks like brains. I know it isn't, but it reminds me of brains. There's a highlight on thinking, how you can bring the two together. And this will result in so much admiration from this person on how you did it. And the reason I say that is because there's a very famous Hanuman story of how he opened his chest to reveal the divine couple, Lord Rama and the divine couple, and to show that he loves them so much that they are always within him in his heart. So this definitely tells me that your reading is telling you the key here is to have the balance, to think about it, because if you do, this will deepen the connection between you and this other person. And I believe it will help you ascend. It will help you transition from one phase of communicating together to a new phase of how you both deal with each other. It could be a group of people, it could be a person that you're dealing with, but you're definitely asked to take it slow, and do know that it might hurt with the Three of Swords and it might be very hot in the moment, but really it's going to come down very quickly. But you don't want it to come down where you are not setting your boundaries clear, or you don't want it to come down after maybe you say so many things that you could regret later, or both of you result in saying things that you regret later. And this is why you have principles as your significator card. It's setting new principles, new way of dealing between the two of you or the whole group or whoever this is, by setting the standard of how you respond to things, how things could be fair between the two of you. And you will see that this will be the key act, the key situation that will help this connection to truly transcend into something much stronger. In fact, with omnipotence, this is a great opportunity for you to show great power. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away as soon as you finish this ebook. And it will also teach you how to have self-discipline all while enjoying the process. And this is one of the significant highlights of this ebook. I made it with the full intention to truly help you out with this, and I know that it will shift your mindset forever as soon as you finish reading it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal number 1, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Your crystal for this reading is the beautiful Amozonite. You've also chosen this deck using this beautiful Knight of Wands card. And if you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then the signs for this reading, in that case, are Cancer, Aries, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading. It's so lovely to have you here. And if these are not your zodiac signs, please do not worry about them. Do note that they are present in the energy of your reading for a reason, just like every card, every sound, and every event that happens during your reading. Okay, let's now pull out the last oracle card and then draw some tea leaves. Ooh, I'm seeing colors here. Let's pull these out. And I'm seeing a timing card that popped up for you. Let's take that as well. All right, so let's put this to the side, and we're taking a look at a message that is meant to reach you right now. So you have the gibbous waxing air moon with promotion. Ooh, love that. Okay. And we can like place a tea leaf here. You have another gibbous waxing but earth moon with ambition. That's really interesting. We're getting the air and the earth energies. Let's see where this takes us. You have the crown chakra with release. You also have the third eye chakra with gratitude. Oh, love that. And you have the sacral chakra with impasse. Okay. And then you have the king. Control, reversal of fortune. All right, let's keep it right there. And let's take a look at your tea leaves. So you have the month of April. You have marriage. Okay. And you have tulip, great passion. How interesting is that? And it's right next to the sacral chakra. I'm starting to get what this is about. You have scissors, disappointment in some affair. And you have horseshoe with good luck right next to it. Very cool. Okay, let's now pull out or draw your tarot cards, which will give us the whole outlook of the situation, the details and everything. Oracle cards kind of give us a jump start, give us a space to intuitively see what it could be about before we start reading with your tarot cards. All right, so let's pull out the cards that are popping out for you, as well as this one. I also feel this one, to be honest, so I'm going to take it out. Okay, so you have, right off the bat, the Justice card. Something is going to start coming into place into your life. We can clearly see that. Yeah, something is now going to start coming into place. It's going to start working. You have the High Priestess, the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles. Wow. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. And the Seven of Swords. Right. And we have 5 more cards. We'll open them in the right time. So, this clearly shows me that something wasn't right. And it fell in the area of something that you maybe desired so much, like maybe even desired the most. Marriage here, in my opinion, is speaking about reuniting with something that you lacked fortune in. That makes me actually think of a reading that I will do for you next. But anyway, sorry about that. This is here, your reading talks about you finally releasing, maybe it's karma, or you're finally releasing some energy that was standing in your way between you and getting something that you love. It could literally be finding the right person and getting married. In all cases, it is something that you've desired, longed for, and loved, maybe even all of your life. All of your life is just something that I intuitively felt. It might not be the case, but it's something that you've been cut out of almost. And you were trying to get, but it was tricky. You know, sometimes you find some people do something so small, or even you do something so small in your own life, and you're just so lucky with it. It just works out so well. And at other times, you work so hard. You do everything that's needed. It takes longer than it requires. You persevere and it's still not working, right? These two energies do happen. And it does seem to me that this is one of them. It's one of these energies where you were like really trying to persevere to get something happen in your life. You unite with a certain wish and it just wasn't happening. It was just so tricky. The more you tried, the more you were kind of cut off. The message that is meant to reach you right now is that this energy is reversing. You are finally going to be united with that wish. To be specific, it does seem that it's going to happen in April. Please take timing with a grain of salt, but you do have timing present in your reading. So this could be in 4 months. This could be in April. This could be in 4 weeks. This could be the 4th of the next month. But do keep 4 into consideration. Also, it could be saying, look out for 444. If you see 444 repeated, then this specific message you are seeing, one of the reasons at least you are seeing it, is because it's like showing you the energy of something that's about to happen. So the way this is going to happen is with promotion and ambition through stages. You are currently, as you're watching this reading right now, in the energy of release. That negative energy is now releasing as you are slowly but surely entering into the spring season. And you can definitely see it with the Wheel of Fortune. The cycles of life and energy around you is shifting. There's a huge shift happening in your life, from impasse to great passion. And this truly shows that you're going to start feeling it energetically, and you're going to start feeling like you're going to start seeing things change before even this wish starts arriving. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, let's say your wish is to travel to Hawaii. For example, you've always wanted to go to Hawaii. You tried saving up for it, and then something happened and you had to put your money to fix something. You tried working so hard to get a vacation, and at some point you were going to get a raise, but then your boss told you you cannot leave now. This is so important. Who's going to do it? And then you missed out. And let's say you keep trying and trying and trying something that you've always wanted to do, and it's not happening. So what do I mean by you're going to start seeing some shifts happening before it even happens? Shifts are like your company sending you to another country, and let's say this is the first time you take an airplane. You're like, wow, that's the first time I ever take an airplane. It's not to Hawaii, but wow, what a shift. Another thing is you start seeing the sun more often where you live. Like, it's sunny these days and you feel the positivity, and it really reminds you of Hawaii. What else? You start seeing a lot of palm trees in movies that you're watching. Suddenly some of your friends start to show you about these beautiful bathing suits that they saw on this shop, and they want to show you, don't you like them too? I thought this was really beautiful. Things like that. That's of course like a very sweet, light example, but it does seem like your wish is much more significant than that. Or I could be wrong. Maybe this is your great wish. In all cases, I do see that you're going to start feeling it energetically in a very strong way, not to mention you'll be seeing synchronicities as this starts happening for you. And then you're going to start feeling like the trickiness that you used to experience is dissipating, and you are rising. And this is all, by the way, with the High Priestess, all energetic. This is an energetic shift happening in your life. That's why I'm telling you, you're going to feel it energetically before you see it in your life. It's kind of like you are in between phases of a child or a mother. It's like something is still in the womb, but it's growing and it's happening. So you are now on top of this tricky energy that was present, and it's now being released. And you are moving towards what you've always wanted so much. And day by day, week by week, you will be noticing so many changes happening, maybe in your body, maybe in your environment, maybe in your surrounding, the news that you hear, the other factors that are directly related to this wish. You are also going to be seeing a great shift in them. Like if there were some laws or some legal paper that was standing in your way, that is going to be easy. If you needed some finances for it, that's going to start coming in. If you needed some time off, then that's going to start happening. Or at least you're going to have it easily. If you needed some certain connections, you're just going to find yourself meeting these people easily. If there are some certain changes in your body or your health that you needed, you're going to start seeing that happen to you very easily. Whatever changes necessary that used to stand in your way, you're going to see that starting to dissipate, and you are starting to rise. And before this wish even happens, you're going to start feeling, hey, I feel ready. I feel like I've blossomed. I feel like my life is blossoming, just like a mother ready to receive a baby. You feel like almost fertile to start having that wish being created and appearing in your life. Yeah, your energy is fertile. Exactly that. And you can see reversal of the bad luck, if we can call it that. So why is this a message that you're meant to receive right now? Obviously, you're meant to know about this right now, but there's more to this story of why this message is reaching you right now. So let's find out together. You have the Temperance card. Yeah, let's keep it here. The Five of Cups. Very interesting. Okay, in order to find balance during that time, you are guided to drop something. Let's find out. Wow, Nine of Wands. This is going to require some strength, but you are absolutely up for it. You are being depicted as someone who is absolutely up for dropping whatever this is. We'll find out. You have the World. Wow. And because you stood up so strong for the final release, you're really going to have everything you wanted, if not more. It's the birth of something. Yeah, because with the reason I said that is because with the World Tree, which is present in so many ancient civilizations, there's always a bird with a nest and the snake. So this definitely tells me that there's the birth of something, but you also need to shed skin or change something, find balance, do some effort with it to make that final release. Wow, and you have the Six of Wands, which will ultimately lead to your great success of finally achieving that wish that you wanted. So, final release of something to find balance. I would say the ideas I'm getting with dropping something are like maybe dropping unhealthy food, maybe dropping the procrastination on doing some things that are necessary for this phase or for this to happen. It could be dropping your anger. It could be dropping your negative thoughts as well. What other ideas can I see? Yeah, you want to cut something off to get that luck. There's something that you need to release. Maybe let's pull out some tea leaves. Get an idea on what to release. This one's standing out. What should pile number 1 release, please? Thank you. Oh, this one's also moving. So we've got 4. Skull. With the skull, I feel perhaps like something related to your health for sure. Like maybe drop some things that are affecting your health. Also, tea. I know that these are tea leaves, but since we're talking about health, maybe you want to drink some herbal teas, for example. Healthy teas for you that will really make a difference. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So here, this is definitely talking about stepping into the things that you were afraid of doing, taking action, dropping procrastination. That's what we're seeing here. Kite, vacation. Speak of vacation, right? So, kite. Launch. Launch or drop? Let me think. Launch or drop? It could be drop the impasse for some of you and launch something that you've been ruminating or thinking about for a long time to actually go ahead with some certain plans. Bird perched, waiting for news, package or letter. You know what? This reminds me of the quote, of the idea that most of the time, or nearly all of the time, we have to learn that no one's coming to save us. Does it happen like once every blue moon? It does, of course. But we grow to learn that we must be the ones to save ourselves and to do something for ourselves. So there's definitely an aspect of something in your hands that you are guided to do. Maybe you've done it before, it didn't work, that's why you stopped doing it, maybe, or maybe you haven't tried before. In all cases, I believe this message is telling you, don't wait for things to come to you. Go get it yourself, or do what is necessary to get it, because you are going to unite with it. It's out there waiting for you. You're surrounded by great luck, and it's that first trial that makes you very lucky. You're not going to suffer through this. It is a time of great luck for you. It is a time for you to get what you want. So put your ambition shoes on, go straight to it, take care of your health along the way, and take care of, also with vacation, take care of also taking care of you, but go after it. You go get it. Don't wait for it to come to you. It is going to happen to you now during that time as energy is being released, and look out for the force. It could be in April. I know April has been appearing for you guys recently on this channel. It's very interesting, right? So for some of you, it's April. Some of you, it's on the 4th of a certain month, maybe next month. And it could be in 4 weeks, making it next month. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in terms of the message that is meant to reach you right now. I wish you all the best of luck with that. It's just one final step to go, and you got it, my dear pile number 2. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I just paused because I realized spring, Amazonite, this is like definitely clearance of energy. Amazonite clears the air. It's like all the negative energy that was there standing, making an impasse in your life, is dissipating for sure. So yes, this was your reading. Truly hope you've enjoyed it. And please don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away. As soon as you finish this ebook, it was written with so much passion, making sure that I truly help you in this ebook change drastically as soon as you finish reading it. I didn't want it to be just writing. Everything that you're going to read is meant to change your mindset forever about productivity, and it teaches you how to go about it all while enjoying the process. What's the point of going through it and suffering? It is truly about learning how to enjoy it while you do it, as you achieve your dreams. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number 3, welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful yellow Aventurine, and you've chosen this deck through this night, through this Knight of Wands. But if you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, your signs for this pile are Aries, Sagittarius, and Gemini. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your signs, please don't worry about them. Do note that they are present in the energy of your reading because they match the energy of the reading and the cards that we will be seeing, just like everything that happens within your reading. Okay, so let's quickly pull out or draw your tea leaves. Looks like, all right, like that was totally guided. Okay, because I kept trying to take others, they weren't coming out, and it seems like these are the ones that were meant to come out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tea leaves. Let's put it to the side. Also your tarot deck, and take a look at what message is meant to reach you right now. So right off the bat, you have the 3rd moon mansion with Palace. This moon mansion is ruled by Jupiter and Venus between Aries and Taurus. Okay, let's keep it right there. You also have the Musician inspiration, gratitude. Oh, you know, this kind of intuitively right off the bat makes me think that your strong message is you found your place, or you're going to find your place right now. Place for what? I don't know. Maybe place, house, place in your field. Yeah, you found your place, or you're going to find your place. You have the vengeance, overcoming slights, and a choice. Very interesting. Okay, even with anchor, you throw in the anchor when you found your place. Let's see how this really fits into your reading, what the exact message is. You have that came up, I think, in pile 2. So if you were drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it. So you have the crown chakra with release. You have the root chakra with insecurity. And you have the solar plexus with prayer. This is really cool. Also, an element of it is very close to pile number 2. And that is perhaps energetically, you felt like you've had a prayer, and with the broken glass, this prayer wasn't coming true. And instead you were getting a lot of difficulties, which is now turning into a lemonade. Yeah, for this reason, I highly recommend you choose pile number 2. You will definitely be seeing different elements in the reading. For you, this will mean different information and different aspects, especially for you, pile number 3, because it seems like you're the one who's going to be watching 3 and 2. Okay, so this is definitely talking about a prayer that you once had, wasn't working out, and instead you were getting a lot of difficulties. And it seems like you are finding this prayer coming true for you. Maybe this prayer has to do with your place. You're finding your place within a community, or you're finding home with someone, or someone is like home to you or something. Or maybe you're moving to another place with the anchor here. Maybe you're moving to another place and you're like, that feels like home. Yeah. Or just like the musician suggests, you found your place within your artistic community, or your creativity. So you have man, dealings or relationship with a man. Let's keep it here. You have apple, temptation will test you. Can keep that here. All right. You have bear, danger, especially in money matters. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Exactly. Where it was once closed, it's now, the energy is now releasing, and a new pathway is definitely opening up for you. And you have younger woman, dealings or relationship with a younger woman. The two energies here of man and woman could be talking to the collective. Maybe this is about you finding the right person, especially that there's a heart element. So yeah, it could be for some of you, especially the apple reminds me of Adam and Eve. So maybe, or they say Adam and Steve, right? So yeah, you finding the right person. So you have the 2 of Pentacles. You are finding the right person, your right fit. And you can see 2 energies coming together. So it does not have to be a relationship. It could be the many things I talked about during the reading. Home, traveling. It's a big wish in all cases. And just like I said to pile number 2, which you clearly have here, it's like it wasn't happening. Perhaps it was blocked. There was some energy that was preventing it from happening. It's really interesting how at least this part was very similar in the 2 readings. Okay, maybe it's a time where people are going to be seeing a lot of their dreams coming true. So that's there for you, my dear pile number 2. Let's see the rest of your cards. And I see this one moving as well. Let's take 1, 2, and 3. Also this one, 4. Right. So, my dear pile number 3, you have the Hermit, time of great luck. Do you see that? You're carrying good luck with you. Energy has shifted and changed, and new possibilities and opportunities are definitely opening up, where you're triumphing over the troubles, and with the red here, the energy that was keeping you maybe stuck in your place or preventing whatever it is that you wanted from happening in your life. Some of you, it could be in regard to your creative endeavors, the things that you've always wanted to achieve, the things that pull the strings of your heart. Also, music is about listening to something beautiful, so it could be about beautification. And I did mention that because you have the energy of younger and apple, which reminds me of looking healthier. The combination reminds me of looking younger and healthier. All right, whoa. So right off the bat as well, you have the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful cards. You're coming together with your wish. After it being wishy-washy for some time. It's like you were in this energy of, is it happening? No, it's not happening. Is it going to happen? No, it's not going to happen. And you're finally resting. You're finding stability, great stability. And with Palace and the 10 of Pentacles, stability, living in the realm of your dreams. You have the Knight of Wands, which is showing up for you. To me, this means it's happening rather quickly in your life. You have Temperance, the Fool, the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 5, 5. Guys, if you keep seeing 5, 5, 5, to you, this is a sign that it's going to start manifesting. You can see with the Temperance card that things are coming together. The Temperance card, by the way, also means manifestation. Things changing, things manifesting for you. And do you see, it's kind of like it's been thrown to you and you're catching it. Kind of like the universe now, it's being released. It's being given to you. Now is the time that you are meant to receive that. And I do see with the Fool card, you're finally starting anew after a long period of struggling and lacking it. But I believe in your reading here that this really dark energy that was around you is being released, because I see the same two aspects in the 5 of Pentacles and the lemonade. You were thrown some lemons and you turned them into lemonade. This is showing me that you have put in so much effort. You've worked so hard, and it's now going to start to happen. You can see it here in the 5 of Pentacles. It says, I may have limitations, but I refuse to let them define me. I'm capable of achieving great things, no matter what. And that is the type of strong energy that I'm seeing in your reading. You, with the 5 of Swords, things came in to defeat you, and it turned out that you were the one to defeat it. And so I think the universe is kind of like releasing this energy to you, celebrating you, because you refused to live with that energy, to live with this difficulty, and it's now being released. You handled it pretty well. It wasn't easy, perhaps it was very wishy-washy, but just like the circus, you mastered it. You've learned to, it's the same thing with the Temperance here. You've learned to work with it. And this is perhaps why pile number 3 is meant to watch 2. Maybe some of, if you are from pile number 2 and watching 3, then this is definitely the same for you. But I mean, this is why 2 was mentioned in 3, I believe, because, or at least your reading happened after pile number 2, because here in your pile, you are someone who has worked very hard, and that's why things are shifting for you. I remember in pile number 2, there was this advice of there's only a part left, you need to go and work for it to release it. Here, this is talking about you triumphing over these difficulties. You are the ones who created this great luck that is being given to you at the moment. So your reading is saying that you are entering into a time of great stability and luxury. Maybe even a time of a relationship as well appearing in your life. And we see that with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a card of prosperity and many other things happening. A family is part of it as well, as you can see. So it's a time where you are prosperous in every area of your life. And with the Knight of Wands, this is happening to you very quickly. This is energy that is present in your life. You're entering into it, and you will really feel very, very lucky. But be careful, because with the Bear here, you have danger, especially in money matters. So this is inviting you to be careful during that stage. And it's really interesting because for the first time, I've been like not saying words properly. So there's something to do with the throat chakra. It's either money matters or you want to be careful to release your creativity, unleash your creativity, put yourself out there, could be another thing. So the different advice that I'm seeing for this amazing phase of your life, and that's why this message is meant to reach you right now. It's telling you you're going to be hit with great things being showered down on you, and you want to be careful. Maybe it's a time where you don't want to relax. You want to continue to do what you do. It's a time where you want to take care of your finances, and it's a time where you want to continue to express yourself, or release your creativity, unleash, take it out. Maybe you've been thinking about releasing something out into the world. If this is the case, this is definitely telling you to make the choice of releasing it, putting it out there. Come on, it's time to work on it and to bring it out. So yeah, definitely throat chakra is part of it. Okay, so let's check out your 5 tarot cards and see what you're guided and what your complete message is. Oh, doesn't this look like a carousel? Be careful also. Okay, before we take a look at your cards, and we've got the Knight of Pentacles. It says take it slow. Here, you want to be careful because you don't want your direction of moving forward take a turn. You're being guided to be careful during that phase, because although it's a very prosperous time of your life where so many of your dreams are coming true, there is this advice: if you're not careful with something, you can go back many steps. That's not the end of the world. Going back many steps is not going to be taking from you any of this beautiful energy that you're seeing on the table for you today. It's just saying that it's going to take you back several steps. So why go several steps back? And so be careful. I already told you, be careful with your finances. Be careful maybe with your health. Be careful with your plans on releasing your creativity. And also with the Knight of Pentacles, since this is a time of overwhelm in a good way, you want to take things slowly, because keeping your promises to yourself and the things that you want to do, even if it's not done in the best way possible, but keeping that promise, even if you're going to do some things or something small every day, is the most important thing. So this is basically saying, don't fully give up on yourself or on your plans if it doesn't work out. Forgive it, start anew, take it slow. Most important thing is that you do actually take a step on your plans every single day. Even if you're going to do just one little thing. You have the Eight of Wands. Love that. The countdown to the fireworks display has begun. Do you see that? It's a great time of your life. So really, although things are moving very fast for you, you on the other hand want to balance things out by taking it slow and moving slowly. Of course, the things that are urgent, match it and everything, but within your world, move slow. Wow. Two of Cups. They say that food is the way to a man's heart, but I think it's the way to mine too. Just tried this delicious sausage with my hubby. So sweet. Okay, to me, this is saying that you're going to be loving so many things in your life very quickly. It's like you're going to taste the best things that life has to offer you. Along the way, be careful about your health. And be careful about, all of the other things that you need to be careful about. Your health, your food, your money, everything. Things are moving fast and you want to take it slow and be wise with every decision that you take. Because sometimes amidst all the fun, we could lose ourselves and we could lose the important things to us. So yeah, there's definitely be careful on the table here for you. But you're rising and you're moving forward powerfully. You have the Death card. Even death can't resist a good deal, right? You keep getting... you know why? Because, look, guys, this is a timeless reading. But if you're watching this now, Black Friday is coming up, right? So it's a time of great discounts. It's a time of, where we're tempted. So money matters is coming up very strong. Be careful not to... you can transform your situation, I would say, to not the worst, a little bit, going backwards if you are tempted in spending more, it seems in your reading here. Be careful with your spending. And you have the Six of Pentacles. See, to me, this is saying everything that you save these days will be working out for you generously in the near future. You will be needing this money in your future, whether you are aware of this or not. Exciting things are going to appear in your life, and you would have wished that you had this extra money. So don't overspend during that time is what your cards are trying to say. Don't overeat. Take care of your health. Everything in moderation, I guess. Take things slow as things are moving very quickly for you. It's like you're going to be tempted. I get it now. You're going to be tempted with so much that life's going to be pouring down on you. Love, great food, great experiences, great discounts, great money, an opportunity for you to grow in your passions. So if you don't put in there, you might not get the best that you will get if you release things during that time, or if you put in that effort during that time, or if you're going to be blessed with a lot of money, and maybe you need money to get money, so you don't want to overspend now, and you want to make use of that money that you have. And it's a great time where you're going to blossom and look better. So you want to take care of your health, and so on and so forth. Yeah. With big changes comes big energies, but also sometimes big losses. So you want to manage this time. I think your most significant card in terms of your guidance is the Knight of Pentacles. Take everything slowly during that time of your life. Great period of your life, mind you. Great time. You're entering with the archway here into a blessed, prosperous time of your life. Everything that shows up, we could lose ourselves in the excitement. Take it slow is your biggest message in today's reading. Take everything slow. It's like things are raining down on you. You're excited. You love it. Take it slow and continue to do what is necessary. Like if you want to release your music, continue to work on it and release it. If you want to release your book, continue to work on it and release it. If you want to start launching a new product that is creative for you, then work on it and release it. expression was definitely a big part in your reading, as we've seen. And the reading is congratulating you and saying bravo, pile number 3, for watching your dreams, not giving up, not thinking that anything could entrap you or stand in your way. You have really, truly turned lemons into lemonade. It's now going to start tasting so good for you. You've worked on yourself or on your career or everything, perhaps left, right, and center. And it is a time of great prosperity for you. That is starting right now. All the best of luck. It's so starting right now that your guidance today is to take things slowly, because you're gonna have a lot of butterflies in your stomach. It's gonna feel so good. Always remember in your ear that your guidance is, remember pile number 3, I'm supposed to take things slow, even if it's so exciting. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out the Productivity Handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. It teaches you how to have self-discipline, all while enjoying it. That's the whole idea behind this ebook. I've written every part of it, making sure that it's simple, straight to the point, and that it has a huge shift in your mindset forever, for you to be able to apply this effectively every single day while enjoying it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi pile number 4, welcome to your reading. Your crystal is the beautiful Carnelian, and this is the deck that we're using for you. You've picked it through this beautiful Knight of Wands. Oh, looks like you've got 3. And if you've chosen your pile using your zodiac signs, then the signs for this pile are Capricorn, Taurus, and Scorpio. Welcome to your reading. As I always say, if these are not your signs, please don't worry about them. Do know that they are present in your reading, because their energies definitely will be matching your cards and the reading itself, as everything that happens during your reading. Okay, so last but not least, let's pull out your tea leaves. Nothing is popping up, but I feel drawn to this section right there. So let's take it. Whoa, you have 3 cards, 3 different colors. Let's see what they are. And let's keep your tarot deck to the side. Okay, so you have the 27th Moon Mansion. It is your significator card with the keyword Guru. This Moon Mansion is ruled by Neptune and the Moon in Pisces. All right. Enlightenment. And you have the sacral chakra with the word guilt. Okay, a lot of oranges for sure. You have the balsamic waning earth moon with negotiation. And I heard with negotiation in my mind, like re-talk yourself out of something, maybe. It's like negotiating with yourself. Because I feel with the Pisces energy, and of course this Moon Mansion is growing spiritually. There's, let's see, the Black Moon in fire with recharge. Very cool. Okay, that's perhaps why you have the Carnelian. It's a gemstone, it is a crystal of power. Yeah, great power. Right. You have the catalyst, radical changes, taking control. Lovely. And wow, the storyteller, viewpoints and control. We didn't check this one. So you have the heart chakra with wisdom. Interesting. Lovely. You have the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. And you have love, speaking of the heart chakra. And you have the month of November. This is talking about a change that is coming this month for you. It is a timeless reading, so if you're not watching this now, for you, this means this month as well. All right. Let's now pull out your tarot cards. This way we'll get the the full picture, the details and everything. So you have the Seven of Wands. This is the before tarot. You can see someone is making a prayer before they begin taking on their challenges. You have the Knight of Wands. That's meant to come. Very cool reading. I can't believe this. Really nice. Okay. You have the High Priestess. The Three of Cups. The Five of Swords. You're gonna beat it. You're gonna beat something. The Two of Swords. The Hermit. Being enlightened. And finally, the Three of Swords. So this reading is talking about, especially with the Three of Swords, about some danger that could happen. It's not, it doesn't mean is going to happen, is not going to happen, but some danger that could be happening to you soon. And it's definitely one that you do not see coming, but could be coming in rather quickly. And it could be very challenging for you. Despite everything that I said, your reading is showing that you do have the strength, even if it comes, to beat it and to win, right? So it's not something super serious. Let's call it, it's uncomfortable. Let's call it being... let's tag it as being inconvenient, uncomfortable or inconvenient. But you'd rather not have this inconvenience, right? Because it could lead to things becoming serious later on. But initially, even if it does happen, you can absolutely beat it. So your reading is talking about how you're handling things these days and how you may be selling it to yourself with the storyteller. Your guides are telling you that if you look at this wisely, we did see wisdom, if you open up your heart to see that you may be doing something that could be at the moment hurting you or leading to something in the future, if you open up your heart and mind towards that, you can use your mind, that same powerful tool, to tell another story to yourself that would, in opposite to what's going on now, could empower you to not only just prevent what's about to come, but to transform you into something that you will love. So let me give you an example of what I'm trying to say, especially with the guilt card here. Let's say you want to take care of your children or your pet or an activity that you love or some work that you want to do after your work or something, but you are putting a lot of priority towards one thing that needs your attention greatly, and you may be, for the time being, putting something else aside. This could be your pet, your children, your health, your project on the side, or something. And maybe you're not taking your supplements or something. Something of the sort that you are like putting on the side for now because you're dealing with something more important. And your guides here today are telling you, you want to be careful. Are you still safe? Absolutely. But also note that what you're not seeing is that the danger could be coming to you very quickly. It is definitely a danger that you can beat. I mean, if something starts going wrong here and there, at the very beginning at least, you absolutely have the power to beat it. But why wait for this stage, and why create a stage where things can start going down the drain, or something can start going bad later on? So your guides are here to tell you, you are at a stage where you can handle this super easily. And you can recharge the situation. And it's all about speaking to yourself, how you're speaking to yourself these days. Change your point of view from saying, it's not within my control, it's going to take some radical changes to happen. They're telling you to now make these changes, and it doesn't have to be radical changes. You can make small changes that help keep you in control of the situation. This will, in return, make you very happy, because seeing yourself take care of a big deal, but at the same time have something else in your life that is very important, where you watch yourself being in control of it just because you're taking small steps every day, and watching it grow and happen and work out, it will be something that will open up your heart with gratitude, making you feel so happy that you're able to take care of the other aspect of your life that you've been putting on the side. So the question is, what is it that you have been putting on the side? Because your guides here are showing you with the figure and the Two of Swords, there, blinding herself before she starts taking the swords. It has a different meaning. It's like, it talks about faith. But in my opinion, here this is talking about maybe you choosing to put a blindfold on something because maybe you don't have time for it, or maybe you have to deal with something else. Maybe because you're doing things on your own with the Hermit. Maybe because you're running out of time. And so your reading really is showing you to make small changes, to make small steps every day, because each one is going to matter. Make these small steps, but the most important thing is, it seems you won't be able to make these steps without speaking to yourself first. Because you're running automatically with the guilt card here, doing things here and there that aren't as important as thinking properly about it and going right. So what small steps can I actually take today that will have a huge effect on my life, on this other side of my life that I'm not taking at all, that I can start making easily? What are these steps that I can start doing today? And taking tiny steps every day will not only transform the situation for you, but it will liberate you from ever having to deal with any challenges. And the caterpillar turning into a beautiful butterfly shows that it's going to transform it into something really beautiful. So your reading is it's not saying you are going to prevent the harm, but you will transform it into something that will blossom into something you will love. And you can see it here in your card. One thing in your life you're taking very good care of, and the other you're turning a blindfold, whether you realize it or mean it or not. It is a time you feel guilty about it, and do remember that as long as you feel guilty, it is going to have an effect on your solar plexus, right? So that's not a healthy emotion to have either. You want to release this guilt, recharge your energy by speaking to yourself. Maybe you want to journal about it, or maybe you want to go for a walk and think about, right, what is my heart telling me? What do I know is just not right, that I can take small steps towards today, so that I can prevent something from happening that I may regret later. Not only that, it will be fruitful, taking me in the direction that I want, instead of it not moving at all. And you'll notice that this is the card centering your whole reading. Things will transform in a beautiful way for you if you take tiny little steps. That's why I keep repeating. It's the card that's grabbing the most attention, grabbing most of my attention. Negotiate, renegotiate, rethink about things, because little efforts there will create massive change and massive change in energy. It's these little things that you will take that will be the catalyst for major things to happen for you. Which basically means that you don't need to actually put as much as you think you should. That's why your reading keeps guiding you to speak with yourself, to rethink this. I think the reason you're putting it off is because you have a lot of weight thinking that you need to make radical changes. And the reading is showing you, or your guides are showing you, that no, you don't need to make radical changes, but you need to make small, consistent changes. Will you be able to handle it should things happen? Absolutely. But why, with the before tarot, why wait for these changes? Be grateful with the heart chakra and this prayer here in the Seven of Wands. Be very grateful for the wonderful things that you have. Take good care of it. Don't put it on the side. And so your message today is that something is calling for your attention, and it is vital that you start taking small steps that will have major changes or a major effect these days. And my dear pile number 4, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away. As soon as you finish reading this book, it will change your mind forever about how you see productivity and how you go about being productive. Not only that, it will also help you become a self-disciplined person, all while enjoying the process, because it is not a process that you're meant to go through while suffering. It is one that you're truly meant to enjoy, because think about it. It's something that you learn to do for everything in life. So how is it something that you are meant to suffer through when spirituality is all about peace? So this book truly teaches you how to enjoy this process fully. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!